Holiday Magic Picture Book Story Time. During this very challenging holiday season, we are delighting in the magic of children's picture books. Hi, I'm Dr. K.P. McKee, founder and executive director of a Spacious Place Creativity and Spirituality Center. And as I share today's picture book with you, we would love to hear some stories that you really enjoy during the holiday seasons, ones that have been meaningful for you and perhaps for your family as well. Today we are looking at a picture book about Hanukkah, which starts at sundown on the 10th of December this week. So we think this is a good time for us to share this story. And you can find this book on Amazon, right?
Yes.
And there's several. David is putting in the chat box some places where you can find your own copy of this book. And as we said last week when we introduced this series, there is a beautiful dance between the art of language and the art of visuals that goes on with these picture books. And so we're going to just give you a taste of this one today, and then hope that you will find a copy for yourself so you can enjoy it one holiday season after another with your family. So this one is called Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, by Jenny Koralek and illustrated by Juan Wijngaard. It is published by Lothram, Lee, and Shepherd Books of New York. Long, long ago, a wicked king called Antiochus marched into the city of Jerusalem with many soldiers. At his cruel command, the soldiers charged into the streets, set fire to the houses, and killed hundreds of Jewish men, women, and children. Then the soldiers went into the temple and stole all the precious holy things. Worst of all, they stole the great 7-branched lamp, the menorah, that stood before the altar. The flames of the menorah went out. Such a thing had never happened before. They were God's dancing flames, kept alight with the special oil that was stored in a special pot. The king went back to his own country, but his soldiers stayed behind and brought great suffering and misery to the Jews. The invaders brought food and drink into the temple. They shouted and laughed in the temple. They played noisy games in the temple. The temple was no longer a place of peace and quiet where Jews could say their prayers. Jews throughout the land were very frightened and very sad, all except one old man, Mattathias, who lived in a village below the hills of Jerusalem. He was very angry. He rose up and said, "All the weeping and wailing in the world will not give us back our city and our temple. We will have to fight to get it back. It will take a long time because we are few and they are many. But in the end, we will win, and the temple will be holy again." Mattathias went into the mountain wilderness with his 5 sons, John, Simon, Judah the Maccabee, Eleazar, and Jonathan. They hid in deep caves reached by paths known only to the people of the land. Other brave men soon joined them. They set about fighting the enemy with whatever weapons they could make or find. They always attacked suddenly at unexpected times of day and night, then vanished swiftly and silently among the rocks and boulders. Then Mattathias fell ill. He knew he was dying, so he called his sons to him and said, "Together you must carry on the fight. Make Judah the Maccabee your leader. Since you were children, he has always been the strongest, and now on all sides I hear him called the Hammer. I believe God will bless his deeds. Keep your courage, my sons, and remember you are brothers. Judah the Maccabee took his father's hand in his. We will never stop fighting, he promised, until once again the flames of the menorah are burning in the temple. After the death of Mattathias, the enemy grew even bolder. Thousands of soldiers took part in every battle. Some rode on horseback and some on elephants. But Judah the Maccabee and his men were not afraid of the huge, strange animals. They were not afraid of anything. For 2 long years, they fought like lions up and down the land. And then, one starless night, they besieged Jerusalem. Judah the Maccabee camped outside Jerusalem all through the winter. The day came when there was very little food left to eat in the city, very little water to drink, and only a little oil for cooking or for lighting lamps. This was the moment Judah the Maccabee had been waiting for. He and his men stormed the gates. They scaled the walls and chased the enemy out. The Jews were free again. They sang, they danced, they waved branches of palm trees. They played joyful music on harps and cymbals. Judah the Maccabee smiled. Come, he said, let us all work together to clean the temple and make it beautiful once more. They cleaned the dark and dirty temple from top to bottom. They put back the menorah, but when they came to light it, they found only enough clean and holy oil to last one day. And Judah the Maccabee said, Please, God, give us time. Let the oil last till we have found some more. We have fought so long and so hard to be here again in the temple. Please, do not let the flames go out. God heard the prayer. The flames did not go out. For 8 days they burned steadily. They burned more brightly each day. Then all the people in the land of the Jews came flocking into the temple. They were filled with wonder to see the flames dancing in the winter darkness. And Judah the Maccabee said, We must never forget these 8 special days. From now on, every year at this time, we and our children and our children's children, and so on down the ages, will remember them with a joyful festival of lights. To this very day, in the dark midwinter, many Jewish families keep the promise made by Judah the Maccabee. They take down a special candlestick and polish it and set it on a table or in a window. For 8 nights, as the first stars come out, they light one candle, and with it they light each of the other candles in turn, until all of them are burning brightly. They look into the flames and give thanks for that great miracle in the temple of Jerusalem long, long ago. If you have found this helpful, we hope you will like it on Facebook. You can also re-watch this on Facebook, YouTube, or on our website. www.aspaciousplace.com. And we also invite you to look while you're there at an upcoming offering that we have that is called Liminal Pages. We're going to begin a journaling seminar in January the 10th. On Sunday afternoons, it'll be your chance to express your experience of this difficult time in our nation and global history. And you will have the freedom to share or to let that be between you and your journaling pages. And there will be, of course, some difficult things that we talk about, but there's also going to be room for fun and silliness and just delight as we find in reading these beautiful stories. So let's close in prayer. Give us courage, God, to face what hard things come our way and to do what we can to make the world a brighter place. Amen.